Bir.
Test. Test. Test. Test. Test. Test. Test. Test. Test. Test.
Onu link
Biraz geçireceğiz. Yine işleri var. Denge.
Akşam çok uluk elipsiz oldu da yakınına göre. İngilizce, rektörlerine. Burada meymanada.
Dear participants and dear guests of the Electron networking event called Energy Crisis and Cybersecurity, we are pleased to welcome you on the second day of the meeting. Today we'll continue to have the presentations about the projects, Horizon projects, and also the round tables and the panel discussions about the cybersecurity strategies in the energy sector in Azerbaijan and Europe. I'm pleased to invite Mr. Mustafa Babanlı, Professor Mustafa Babanlı, Rector of the Azerbaijan State Oil and Industry University, to give his welcoming speech for this day.
Thank you, dear moderator, dear participants, dear Theodolidis, rector of Western Macedonia University, dear friends. I welcome all of you in this very important meeting. And I want to present you my topic, Azerbaijan, the Center of Science and Industry. Please, my slides. Okay, next slide, please. Okay, I have. Okay, starting from ancient time and Middle Ages, Azerbaijan was one of the most important centers of science, especially was a cultural awakening in the Muslim Renaissance. Şamaxı, Baku, and Derbent were famous as scientific and cultural centers. Different architectural schools in Aran, Nakhchivan, Shirvan, Absheron appeared in the 10th-12th centuries. In this slide, I show you one is best observatories in Soviet time, Şamaxı Observatory. And the next slide, I show the Azerbaijan Renaissance period architectures in Baku and other places. Azerbaijan philosopher Bahmandiyar ibn Marzban, who was a student of Ibn Sina, have been translated into the East and West languages. Famous astronomer Fazil Fariddin Shirvani had devoted all his life to the study of celestial bodies. Nizami Ganjavi, throughout his lifetime, he pursued knowledge diligently and doubled his experience with his poetic talent. These two great attributes contributed to his scientific and philosophical research into the happiness of the human being. Abdul Rashid Bakuvi was a famous Baku scholar who wrote famous geography texts about countries and settlements throughout the world in the Middle Ages. And this picture, three our famous poets and philosophies, Nasreddin Tusi, Imam ad-Din Nasimi, and Nizami Ganjavi. And half of the 19th century in Azerbaijan, education was was growing up the new generation of national intelligence, which had a European culture. The first Azerbaijanian who got the first higher education in Russia was Agabey Yadigarov and Mehmet Ağa Shakhtakhtinsky were from this generation who graduated Leipzig University in Germany. Many prominent intellectuals as Topchubashov, Hajinsky, Safikursky graduated Petersburg University, the lawyer faculty. Shiklinsky and Mahmandarov were graduate military schools in Petersburg. Democratic intellectuals on the place of Maktab in Azerbaijan language and schools in English and madrasas tried to open schools in our native language. In Shamaxhi, Shirvani, in Shusha, Mir Mövsüm Nawwab, in Nakhchivan and Ordubad, Mehmet Taghi Sidgi. Schools which opened by them pupils were educated native language and religion lessons, besides them history, geography, and natural sciences. In 1923 was established Azerbaijan Learning Community, and in 1929 this community was become to the Institute of State Scientific Research. Later on the basis of this institution was established the South Caucasus branch of the Azerbaijan branch of USSR Academy of Science. In 1935, this branch was become Azerbaijani branch of USSR Academy of Science. On this slide, I show you four famous scientists. First, Karim Karimov, who is regarded as one of the key scientists and a founder in the Soviet Union space program, and for many years a central figure in the Soviet space programs. Yusuf Mehmedaliyev work affected one of the most important problems of modern chemistry, a toluene synthesis problem. The compositions resulting from this synthesis are essential to improve motor fuel quality in aviation and military industries. Hudu Mehmedov's research has revived crystalline structures of cement, silicates, borates, carbonates, phosphates, and some semiconductor components. Scientists created the concept of building unit and developed the crystallochemistry theory of cement silicates. He found the triple peg theorem to research Peterson function and learned the crystal structure of more than 50 complex of organic compounds. This last one, Rafik Aliyev, our graduate from our university. During this his life, he worked today in our university too. Professor Rafik Aliyev graduate more than 200 PhD and full doctor of science, and he published more than 70 textbooks. Include this, I show you this last two published in Singapore in this world scientific basis, and these textbooks used a lot of universities in the world. And some information about our university. Our university established officially in 1920, and you know, in the world first time produce oil in Azerbaijan by industrial methods 1846 year, and 1887 these places are located in here, established technical school, and this first picture, it is our technical schools building, built end of 19th century. Same building, second pictures, it is 1990s, and our university names Azerbaijan State Oil Academy. It is first high education institutions in the Asia and Europe. This is oil and gas field. And last picture, today's university, and we continue our traditional fields, oil, gas, geology, geophysics, etc. And plus today green energy field, and plus IT technology, cybersecurity, computer science, high performance computing, etc. Our university this period increase some different fields, and I want to show you Azerbaijan science today. I prepare 5 slides. This is energy papers during 1996 till 2021 years. Azerbaijan published more than 1,300 best articles in scopes. Next, engineering, this period, same period, more than 3,600 or 700 very nice articles in scopes. Computer science, material science, and chemistry. It is our very important fields in our university, and in the future, I think we will be continue these jobs. Next slide, I show you Azerbaijan, the center of different cultures. Azerbaijan have borders with Russia, Georgia, Armenia, and Iran. And from seaside to Turkmenistan and Kazakhstan. In this slide, I show you our location places, and today we in Azerbaijan present multiculturalism in our university and other universities, and 11 countries in the world teach Azerbaijan multiculturalism topics, and today I think in Azerbaijan everybody find Catholic temples and Christians churches and Muslim mosques. Together in Baku lives, in other places in Azerbaijan live Jews, Germans, Russians, and different nationalities. I think our country is the basis of our mentality and culture is the East, and but our scientific and educational orientation in is Europe. Thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you very much, Professor Babanli, for delivering the importance of the Azerbaijan science in the region. I'm pleased to invite Professor Theodoros Theodolidis for the opening speech, the rector of the University of the Western Macedonia. Please, Professor, we are welcoming you.
Okay, good morning. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, thank you very much. Dear Rector, dear delegates, I'm delighted to address you. I am very sorry that I am not with you there. It is a crazy period full of commitments, but I promise to pay a visit soon in the beautiful city of Baku. Some time ago, I had the pleasure to meet the rector of Azerbaijan State Oil and Industry University, Professor Mustafa Babanli, and exchanged information about our universities. I noticed that we have similar characteristics, similar challenges, and that collaborations and extroversion are our strategic goals. So I'm very pleased with this specific electron project that, of course, we participate together with other parties and wish that we have fruitful discussions and productive exchanges. We have also existing collaborations with Azerbaijan. About 2 weeks ago, I met here in Kozani Rector Muradov from Azerbaijan University of Economics in the graduation ceremony of a postgraduate program that we organize together. And also I had recently the pleasure to read your poet Nasimi and his inner dialogue with Alexander the Great. And also I think Professor Babanli didn't mention the famous chess national team of Azerbaijan that has the likes of chess grandmasters Mamedyarov, Rajabov, and so on. So when I asked Panos what am I going to talk about, he told me just speak about the university. So I'm going to show a short presentation with the identity, the strengths, and the internationalization goals that we have. So let me just share my PowerPoint. Can you see in full screen? Well, I guess you have. So the University of Western Macedonia, do the slides change?
No, it's not changing.
So it's not changing. Okay. So I will show it from here then. Okay. The University of Western Macedonia is in a fast growth phase and is located in a region that unfortunately is the only one that does not have access to the sea, but it has other beauties. For example, it has 70% of the country's fresh water. That means a lot of rivers and lakes. Anyway, the university recently came out of a merger of two higher education institutes, and in the past 3 years, everything is organized from scratch. It is a truly regional university spread over 5 cities with its main bulk in the city of Kozani. There we have our new campus where administration and engineering school have recently moved. The university comprises 7 schools or 7 faculties with 21 departments, and you can see its size with the numbers shown in this slide. Our vision is to lead in research, green innovation, and to contribute to society. And among our strengths is the intense research activity, the holistic care that we provide to our students, and perhaps the largest infrastructure program among Greek universities. Its latest addition is the construction of new dormitories, about 750 beds, through a public-private partnership scheme. So regarding research, let me just emphasize that nowadays we have a lot of horizon projects, a lot of energy-oriented projects, and I'm going to explain why. And our research output is really booming, and this is shown by our steep ascent in ranking lists. In the last 3 years, we moved from 200 research papers per year to about 500 research papers per year. And also, for example, in the Times Higher Education list concerning research, we are in the rank from 800 to 1,000. But our main strength is shown in this slide. It is actually our once in a lifetime chance because due to the European Green Deal, 41 regions of Europe will undergo energy transition. In order for this transition to be just, money, huge amounts of money are allocated. The West Macedonia region is heavily affected because its GDP is based by 42% on energy production. And actually, it is the first European region to follow this direction. The total amount of money, together with Resilience and Recovery Fund and Just Transition Fund and private investments, amounts to 5 billion euros. And 500 million euros will be directed in the next years only to research, innovation, and entrepreneurship. So, indeed, the stars are aligned, since the University of Western Macedonia is a main stakeholder in the region and will participate in a number of emblematic projects like the Technology Park, the Hydrogen Innovation Hub, and the Green Data Center. Anyway, the whole region of Western Macedonia is very attractive for private investments due to funding, special incentives, and fast-track procedures. Concerning internationalization, the current situation is shown in this slide, which shows bilateral Erasmus agreements and MOUs. This slide shows some early initiatives on offering programs in English. Every Greek university participates these days in a race to prepare such programs with funding from the Ministry of Education. We believe that through internationalization and collaborations with selected universities interested in promoting green growth, we strengthen our role in the green and digital transformation. So, among others, we are interested in research collaborations, since we will have available additional funding from the so-called Just Transition Fund, and we are interested to join educational programs in fields and sectors of the future. So concluding, we believe that there are many opportunities. There is available funding for research and joint programs. Our region is actually a living lab of energy and digital transformation. So thank you again for inviting me in this project, and I wish you all the best.
For your speech, and we hope for the further collaboration, your university with the Azerbaijan universities, and additional gratitude for focusing on another importance of the Azerbaijan in the world by mentioning our chess champions. Thank you very much. Now, I want to invite Mr. Farid Zaliyev, who is the head of department in the Azershik, one of the important energy providers of the Azerbaijan, for his speech about energy security and reliable information interchange in distributive networks.
First of all, thank you for invitation and thank you for you, Mr. Mustafa Babanle. Today, I want to say about energy security and as we know, the Republic of Azerbaijan is the only country in the South Caucasus that has rich hydrocarbon resources, developed fuel and energy infrastructure, and fully self-sufficient energy system. The fact that the fact that the country is increasingly becoming a device factor not only at the national and regional level, but also in the world energy system, occupying a unique place in transnational energy markets, and active participation in Europe's energy security has a special effect on the strengthening of its regional and planetary geopolitical and geoeconomic position. The energy security of each country is valued as one of the important components of its national security. As we know, energy security means protection of the entire country, its citizens, society, and economy from external and internal threats through full energy supply. And the main principle of ensuring energy security are as follows: reliable supply of strategic and important facilities with energy, replenishment of spent fuel reserves, diversification of fuel and energy types, then consideration of environmental requirements, and prevention of inefficient use of energy resource, as we know. And the main principle of ensuring energy security is using the opportunities of foreign investors in the Azerbaijan sector of the Caspian, organizing efficient activities in the field of production and sale of energy resources. The second one, ensuring the regional security of the country's oil and the gas production and export, obtaining international support in this direction. And the third one, creation of Azerbaijan's national full energy balance and the removal of domestic energy supply from external dependence. And the last one, provision of flexible scientific, technical, and innovation activities in the energy sector. And cybersecurity in Azerbaijan. Today, Azerbaijan is one of the that does not have any energy dependence from outside and is able to fully meet its energy needs in all areas due to its internal capabilities. The goal of the energy policy implemented by him at the moment is to further increase the country's access to world markets and create an alternative source of energy for the countries in the world. Energy security is directly and indirectly related to the development of technology. In this sense, new technological solutions for production, transmission, processing, storage, and distribution affect energy security. Thus, new technologies provide new energy sources and ultimately increase energy security. Taking into account the development trends in the field of IT, in information technologies. It's one of the important issues to assess the security of the energy sector, not only from a physical point of view, but also from a cyber point of view. And the use of computer and digital programs is the basis of energy system management. Therefore, neglecting cybersecurity can lead to huge economic losses because energy systems are controlled by automated digital programs and connected to the internet. As a result, cyber attacks against energy systems are increasing, and as a result, cybersecurity is becoming a major concern. For this purpose, as you know, Azereshik Open Joint Shareholder Company prefers the application of new innovative technologies. This includes the implementation of digital control centers, then smart meters, CIV, as you know, self-supporting insulative wires, cables in the distribution network, which in turn gives a great impetus to the development of cybersecurity. And the technologies used by the Azereshik Open Joint Shareholder Company is one of them is SCADA system. You know, it's an energy management system composed of supervisory control and data acquisition. And second of them, distributed control systems are used for individual objects or small geographical areas. The main function of SCADA, as we know, is collecting data from devices located at a lower level, archiving and storing information for further processing, then visualization of processes, realization of control algorithms, mathematical and logical calculations, and sending control effect to the object. Documentation of technological and management processes, and performance of network functions, and protection of the system to prevent authorized access. And as we know, one of the main priorities of Azereshik Open Joint Shareholder Company is to promote the integration of renewable energy resource in our country with application based on renewable energy sources, and SCADA system collects data such as technical malfunctions in electrical equipment, transmit the data to the central system, and then generates a warning signal about the malfunction and performs analysis and control of operations. Then I want to describe our new digital control center, which established in Shusha in 10 of May 2021. Building energy infrastructure and ensuring energy security as an important content of the process of restoration of occupied territories gives special importance from the first days. The goals for the future of Karabakh territory nowadays are big. Digital country centers are one of the projects implemented to ensure energy security. Digitization of the built substations makes it possible to provide the Karabakh territory with completely safe, reliable, high-quality electricity. And for example, Shusha Digital Center, one of them. This center, minimizing technological losses, reducing the negative impact of electromagnetic field radiation on the environment and living organisms, reduction of service staff and technical vehicles, and provides an opportunity to solve issues such as improving the quality of service. And as a result, the management of electricity from the point of purchase to subscriber meter, energy balance, library, automatic restoration in case of emergency, and registration and archiving of information about network by switching from paper carriers to electronic journals for the first time in the field of electrical energy documentation are managed through the new CK11 system, fully controlled. And I say which we use smart things in this field. We use CIV cables, as you know, the self-supporting insulated wires. Here is a digital control center in Shusha. And little more about distributed generation. Renewable energy can be called a source of energy that can be obtained from natural sources, and it constantly renews itself. Although the Republic of Azerbaijan is currently known as an oil and gas exporter rich in energy resources, the use of renewable energy resource is always in the center of attention. One of the main goals of the energy security policy implemented by the President of the Republic of Azerbaijan, Ilham Aliyev, is to expand and strengthen the use of renewable energy sources. And according to the distribution of renewable energy sources, there are two types. First of them, distributed generation, and second of them, centralized generation. What's the between? What's the differ? The first differ distributed generation consists of low power, mostly autonomous renewable energy sources close to electricity consumers, and the centralized generation consists of large-scale renewable energy sources that transmit the generated power directly to the electrical system. And this is a smart village in Ağali, Zengilan. We use their shielded cables and smart meters. What's a smart meter? Smart meter system is an electronic system capable of measuring electricity entering the grid of electricity, providing more information than conventional meters. Such system using electronic form communication information, monitoring, transfer data for control purposes, and has several advantages for the power system and its users. With the help of smart meters, end customers can get a minimum accurate and regular measurements of their energy usage and get paid for the electricity they actually use. This puts an end to misbillings and chargebacks, which are currently the biggest customers' concern. And the shielded cables, as you know, shielded cables prevents its own electrical noise and protects it from external interferences that may affect its electromagnetic field. For example, as the name of shielded cable suggests, these type of cables are equipped with a special screen which protect this cable. And there are some functions. First of them increases the mechanical resistance of the insulation material, and second prevents aggressive external influences, and third of them grounding. And thank you for your attention. I would say about something about self-insulated wire. My time is over.
For your speech, for the information about the projects, the reconstruction projects in the Karabakh region. I would like to start the roundtable, which is called the Opportunities and the Role of the Republic of Azerbaijan in the Energy Sector. And I'm pleased to introduce you two main energy providers in the Azerbaijan. Our first guest is Rauf Mahmudlu, who is the deputy head of the Information Security Department in the SOCAR. SOCAR is the state oil company of the Azerbaijan Republic, which produces oil and natural gas from onshore and offshore fields in the Azerbaijani segment of the Caspian Sea. It operates the country's oil refinery, one gas processing plant, and runs several oil and gas export pipelines through the country. It owns full filling station networks under the SOCAR brand in Azerbaijan, Turkey, Georgia, Ukraine, Romania, and Switzerland. And our next guest is the representative of the British Petroleum Azerbaijan, Mr. Nizami Mansirov, Regional CIO and RPO for Azerbaijan, Georgia, Turkey, and Middle East. BP first arrived in Azerbaijan in the end of the 20th century, and over the years, with the partnership with the government of Azerbaijan and other co-ventures, BP operated world-class projects and have contributed to the development of the Caspian Sea as the modern hydrocarbon province. Now, I want to ask Mr. Nizami Mansirov to deliver the short presentation about the digital transformation strategy of the British Petroleum Azerbaijan.
Yeah, thank you very much. First of all, distinguished guests, it's a pleasure to be here, and thank you, Mustafa, for hosting us. And I would like to give you a short intro about the digital transformation journey and the overall situation related to the cybersecurity, because the cybersecurity is like one of the main parts of our digital transformation process. So we're going to our slides. So I would like to start with overall strategy of our company, and I would like to mention first thing, like we're now in a big shift as a company. We're now moving from energy company, which means we're now we're now working not only on hydrocarbons. We're working on low carbon electricity and energy. We're working on convenience and mobility and different types of customer facing businesses, and we're improving these services, and this is like becoming a really, really strong business. So we're transforming our company currently, and to align this business strategy, we're doing a lot of work in digital area. So we're transforming overall our company's digital strategy. As I mentioned, like we have three main businesses right now. It's a low carbon electricity and energy, it's convenience and mobility, and resilient focused hydrocarbons. So AGT region, Azerbaijan, Georgia, Turkey region, and specifically Azerbaijan is like one of the main businesses in our company. So we really focused in this area, and recently CEO of our company a couple of times visited our country and met with the president of our country. So we had like really good relationship, with a long-standing relationship, and with country. So actually, these three businesses we're doing these main three areas we're working. We're building on three main blocks, which are integrating every single point of our strategy through the energy systems. We're partnering with countries, cities, and different industries. For example, we had a really good partnership in Aberdeen, so we're transforming the overall the Aberdeen city. We have really good partnership with automotive businesses in different countries, and of course we're driving this digital innovation because we're trying to transform the overall approach to the business. So if we will go next, I would like to give you a short intro of our digital transformation formula. And it consists of three main components. Yeah. First is foundational component, second is transformative component, and third is people and culture. So I want to go a little bit deeper into each of them, and I want to give you like a little bit brief. Foundational element of our formula is like we're really focused since again we're working in heavy industry. It is like it is safety critical. We have so many safety critical processes, so we have to be really focused on foundations. When I'm saying the foundations and strong foundations, I mean like compute platforms. I'm talking about like connectivity. I'm talking about like data platforms, identity and access, cybersecurity, and so on. These are the main areas right now we're trying to build on, and we were actually trying to make them more scalable to make sure that these technologies, these foundational technologies, can adapt to new transformative and disruptive technologies which we're bringing into our company. So let's give an assumption. So for example, if we're adding the new technology like AI and machine learning and digital twin, for example, we're introducing the digital twin in our platforms, and to make sure that the digital twin is working really well, we definitely have to make sure that our platforms, our networks adapt. And so these are the main things why we concentrate on digital foundations. Second point is tailored digital products. We're moving to the digital product transformation, digital product way of digital transformation. So what does that mean? That means we are introducing new technologies. We are connecting all the technology functions together to build one single product, to apply it across the whole company, to solve the business need and to solve the business problems we have in the businesses, to make sure that the business is not affected by any digital disruptions, digital difficulties, affected not by any challenges, and easily can move on and continue deliver revenue, make better partnership, work on markets, work with countries and governments, and so on. And third most important element for us is the people and culture. Actually, why like our leadership in our company, like mainly thinking about like centricity of our people is key and critical. We're definitely working on development of our people. We're definitely working on building this environment where people can think innovatively. Just to give you like one of algorithms, like we're really trying to, with new CTO and CIO in the group, we are now moving and trying to build the algorithm of innovative thinking. When everyone in the company, doesn't matter the person works in innovation and engineering or technology, or works in the wells or production or any other function, doesn't matter. The person should approach the problem the same way, in the same algorithm. The algorithm is the following. So everyone wants to find a problem. Everyone wants to ideate the solution, work on design, development, adoption, and constantly improving the product to make sure that the business is improved at the same time. So this is the key algorithm actually we're trying to involve and make sure that people really involved. It's not like role of one function, it's role for everyone in our company to make sure that we're transforming and we're moving towards digital, we're embracing the digital. Want to give you a couple of infographics to give you like a flavor what is the digital transformation right now for us. So right now we have plus 50 petabytes of data on public cloud. We have around 16 petabytes of data on-premise environment, and excluding high-performance computer, which is in Houston, in our Houston office. We have right now around 5,100 production application instances, and the overall number of digital applications and digital products in our company is around 12,000. We're operating in 600 sites. We are working in 71 countries. And just a couple of additional growing cyber threats. As you can see here, 5 to 6 billion cyber threats, raw events per day, which is like a huge number. More than 30,000 data pipelines refreshing, and 800 billion records of data in our data pipelines. So 36,000 of mobile and industrial devices. That means, for example, even in Sangachal, we recently started a new project, which is the operating workbench, where our engineers can walk around the Sangachal terminal with their tablets, and they can they can perform their work like easily and remotely. On 13th, I think, of December, we're going to open our ACE platform. and our country president, Mr. Ilham Aliyev, will also be participate there. So what is that? That is even partially automated platform, which is not only first in a country, it is first in overall BP environment. It is overall globally one of the very rare platforms with a small amount of people on the board, which will operate almost automatically from onshore. Yeah. So this and as I said, look, this is the digital security part of it, and we definitely pay lots of attention to digital security. First of all, to protect ourselves, we're building this protection. We're trying to rapidly detect the problems and definitely quickly and effectively manage and recover from these problems. So again, couple of numbers related to digital security: 10 plus billion average number of electronic events which BP monitors per day. Average number of antivirus detection per month is 5,200. Average number of suspected phishing emails reported by users. It's only reported by users. It's not detected by the systems. So this is why we're developing our people here. So 600 phishing emails per day, and recorded cyber incidents. Only last year we had 1,300 cyber incidents. In parallel, as I said, we're operating in 71 countries. So we definitely have to be compliant with the local legislation. We definitely have to be compliant with the data privacy. And this is really critical, and we have like huge function. And despite this huge function, we're developing our people to make sure that people also aware about the problems, people also aware about the situation, and they're trying to protect themselves, and they're trying to protect our company. And as a development, just a very simple example of how we're trying to develop our people. We're trying to actually involve people into the cybersecurity process. And for example, these are the 6 basic rules, which almost everyone in our company knows. So if you come to our company, you definitely will see like many posters in the office. You will see, and you will have the conversation with people, and you will see this. So basically, think before you click. So everyone has to think before when he see the link. It's it's definitely the behavioral issue. Protect your passwords, be discreet on public, suspect and report it, maintain clear disk and screen, classify your information, keep it secure. Everything helps to keep our company secure and make sure that the business is secure. We're working with our customers, and we want to build the trust of our customers. We want to build the trust of our partners, governments, cities, industries, our own employees, and we cannot do it and we're doing it in an integrated way. As you can see here, by integrated way, I mean we are building this secure environment. We're trying to work on GDPR and privacy issues of the people data. We're working on compliance with legislation of different countries. Basically, ethics is like one of the most important things we have in digital security in our company. So we're paying lots of attention to that, and reliability of our operations in the business. So just to summarize, we have 6 main elements, yeah? Foundation, talent, vision, partnership, roadmap, and delivery. I think I would like to stop to here, and if any questions, I'm happy to answer. Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Mansirov, for your introduction about the digital transformation strategy, and it increases the importance of the Electron project again. And I want to ask our auditorium and our guests, remote guests, if you have the questions to the Mr. Mansirov.
I have some very little remarks. Thanks to Nizam Bey for your very interesting presentation. And maybe 6 months ago, we signed a document between BP and our university.
Yes.
We will establish a new laboratory, green energy and renewable energy laboratories in our university. In the future, we want to establish sustainable energy school, ASEU, Azerbaijan State Oil and Industry University, in our university. and our big partner, the BP. Thanks again, and I hope we develop green energy and cybersecurity.
Thank you very much.
Thank
It's
you.
a great honor and great pleasure to work with you. Thank you.
Do you have any other questions? So, okay, if there are no questions, I want to start. I want to make the next part of our roundtable session as the short interview, the question answering. Professor Ehsan Musavi will ask the questions to the representative of SOCAR, Rauf Mahmudlu. Then I will translate them, and I will translate the answers of the Mr. Rauf Mahmudlu.
Hello, Ralph. It is my pleasure you are presented here on behalf of the Electron project. Behind of the executive manager, Professor Panos, and team from the Electron project. I have some questions about what happened in the SOCAR, because we have a good relation between our university and the SOCAR, and we are coming to your company and see you are working very, very hardly about the cybersecurity and digitalization related operation related to the digitalization. Therefore, I have one question that how to SOCAR found the problem in the cybersecurity or the new issue that we presented in the oil and gas company and energy provider company, because as we know, SOCAR is the biggest company in the Middle Asia and supported Turkey and many countries in the Europe. Therefore, I think based on this amount of the work, SOCAR sometimes under focus of the many person and the many countries and the many human that what happened in the SOCAR, and I want to know what is the how to SOCAR found the challenge and the issues.
İlk önce öz adımızdan Elektron'un tərəfdaşı olaraq, həm də Elektron'un executive meneceri Professor Panos adından sizə təşəkkürümüzü bildiririk ki, bu tədbirə iştirak edirsiniz. Və adınızı ilə SOCAR arasında çox böyük sıx əməkdaşlıq var və bildiyimiz kimi SOCAR Orta Asiyada, həmçinin Şərqi Avropaya servis, xidmət göstərən ən böyük enerji providerlarından biridir. Və bunu nəzərə alaraq SOCAR yeni texnologiyalardan istifadəni, rəqəmsal texnologiyalara keçid və kiber təhlükəsizliyi təmin edilməsi üçün hansı strategiyalardan istifadə edir və bunun üçün hansı tərəfdaşlarla əməkdaşlıq edir?
Thank you, Professor. First of all, I would like to thank you for the invitation, and it's a great pleasure and honor to be invited here and to be part of this event. Yes, as you mentioned, recently we have seen a lot of transformation and transition in SOCAR happening, which affects both digital transformation and also cybersecurity transformation. By saying cybersecurity transformation, what I mean is traditionally, like other companies, SOCAR as well had its distributed network of organizations which were semi-autonomously like operating. Especially, I'm coming from cybersecurity background, so especially in cybersecurity, it was like distributed environment. But we have seen that there are events happening in the world is making like we have seen in the state the pipeline attacks in the Ukraine. We have seen attacks on their infrastructure, energy infrastructure in colonial pipe, and so people without any energy or fuel, some so, and in the 6 months, there are YouTube videos where someone explains how, like previously it was either governments through attacks, or it was like cyber terrorists conducting attacks. Now everyone with an access to YouTube can attack. So our strategy in this was that the group consolidating all our cyber which in not only in Azerbaijan but there's a shortage of. So that's one of our approach and to let's say standardize our cybersecurity approach. Also, we are planning. We want to make clear the and OT security because in current world, even the best cybersecurity like three frameworks, IT attack kill chain and OT attack kill chain, moving in completely different directions. We are building strong OT security capabilities as well. Apart from that, there's also a lot of IT theft happening, like special targeted SOCAR recently. Maybe everyone here saw some advertisement that invest in SOCAR and make money. In that sense, we are partnering with Google and with Facebook to take down such fraudulent scamming pains. At the same time, we are over the media and news and newspapers. We are always trying to educate the population, general population, about how to detect, how to approach such investment ideas, because internally we can always conduct some surveys or some tests and make sure people are aware of this. Comes to whole country, because there were cases that people lost their whole fortune on this kind of scams. So yeah, in that part as well, we are partnering with cyber threat intelligence platforms, which are helping us to detect such fraudulent activities and also to monitor not only in open web but also in the deep web where SOCAR is being mentioned or attacks against SOCAR are being planned.
Discussion only about the brute force or the deny of service attack, but now today cybersecurity attack is specialized for the field. For example, when we discussion about the cybersecurity attack in the oil and gas, we speak about the spatial attack designed and developed only for the oil and gas companies. And based on the human experience in the world, university have a good potential for the understand what happened in the real world, and especially universities have a relationship with the Europe and the United States projects. And based on this, I want because I know the SOCAR is a very modern company and work on the based on the high level standard in the world. And I want, if possible for you, describe the relation between the ADNSU and the SOCAR as the two main partner in the oil and gas in the Azerbaijan, the Republic of Azerbaijan, about the detection and how to improve the systems and the research and development on the new cybersecurity problems or another field of the digitalization problems by the university, like the European culture, like the United States culture. For example, British Petroleum as we now have a good relation with the university in the Great Britannia, and shall have a good relationship with between the university in the United States. And I want to now, if possible for you, describe me and our participate relation between you and ADNSU.
Uh, As I mentioned, especially in cybersecurity, human talent is the biggest shortage. So there is no shortage of tools, there is no shortage of algorithms or scripts, but the shortage of human talent is prevalent. That's why we are partnering not only with ADNSU, but with almost all universities in the country. For example, in cybersecurity, every year we have interns from ADNSU coming, especially like I'm sure that there are hundreds of them coming to SOCAR, but in our field in cybersecurity, we host a couple of them every year, and we are trying to headhunt them. So I would like to also say thank you, because the level of education that we have, my only channel of communication with the university students, and I have to say that their talent and their knowledge is showing what level of education you're providing here. So thank you for that. Yeah, as I said, we are partnering with ADNSU. We are in cybersecurity. Overall, SOCAR has historical and deep ties with ADNSU. Even our first vice president is from ADNSU. But also in current challenges require new fields, like this. In times, ADNSU would focus on oil and gas, but now you're also focusing on data analytics, which is also very important for SOCAR cybersecurity as well.
I'm sorry. Thanks, Ralph Madam, for your remarks, and plus I want, in addition, some inform to our participants about our relationship, because as Azerbaijan State Oil Industry University developed two and same SOCAR, and today we have a new vision, not only to oil gas field and IT technology, and we start contact with IT department from SOCAR, and today half engineers in our university and our alumni, and not only first vice president SOCAR from our university alumni, as graduates from our university, and last time from 12 vice presidents, 9 our graduates, and today I don't know, because change a lot of things inside SOCAR, and today we start cooperate with SOCAR and other fields, and plus in cybersecurity, I hope too. Today, in the vice president SOCAR, Khalik Mamadov say me, it is around 82% all engineers and managers in SOCAR our graduates, and it is in Azerbaijan today we have more than 50 universities and higher education organizations, I understand, because in this field in IT technology, in cybersecurity in Azerbaijan, more than 30 universities. This prepares this good talents and good specialties, and today best young generation study in our university and came to our university, and today in information technology and management faculty study more than 4,000 bachelors and around 500 and more master level students, and I think between this young generation we have a lot of talents, and if SOCAR invite to your programs and to some practice programs our young generation together with us, our the increase will be better. Thank you.
questions about what is your vision to collaborate and working in the European project? Because on behalf of the Europe project commissions, we think that the Azerbaijan especially presented the SOCAR in Azerbaijan to give these opportunities to the Europe commissions that presented and defined many projects related to the oil and the gas industry, and especially new generation and new problems occurred in this industry. For example, Ukrainian events, this provide this opportunity for the European Commissions to define new project in the Azerbaijan, especially based on the SOCAR. Can you tell me and describe what is your vision or mission about the collaboration between the your company and the Europe Commissions on behalf of the ADNSU?
So in yesterday talks, we were hearing a lot about crisis management in cybersecurity, and Europe has its own NIS framework for that. And I heard about Cyclone and other initiatives. And if you look at the core of them, most of them is about the collaboration between the parties. We have seen that, for example, the TAP and TANAP pipelines, they involve multiple, like upstream and midstream and across multiple countries, and events or blockade or some incident in any country through the path of this pipeline would affect all the stakeholders, all the affected countries, which means that in such scenarios of crisis, there has to be not a single but coordinated command and control. And my vision would be that maybe in the future, once and also the vitality of this pipeline is increasing recently. So I think a joint workforce between stakeholder countries and their like computer emergency response teams, there has to be some coordination among them. Maybe have a crisis simulation where every party knows what to do in case, like probably if some sensors or some industrial control system is out of the network, most of the stuff should be done manual. I don't know. I'm just it needs proper research and analysis to see what technology is being used there. But one thing is definite, that in case of crisis, everyone along the paths should know what to do and what to expect. So I think maybe that could be one source of joint work between which IDNSU can probably facilitate this coordination of crisis, cyber crisis, let's say.
I think after this international meeting, I think I organize some meetings between SOCAR and ADNSU, and we will show our high performance computing center, and we're discussing about these problems. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
For us, and it is very interested for the European Commission, especially I know the officer of the project now listen your answer, and it is very interested for the officer, and please accept our invitation to join the European project and the discussion and the continuous. Yes, we want to invite you on behalf of the European Commission and decision of the ADNSU rector. We want to invite you to many projects that we want to start in the Azerbaijan.
Great.
This project we include, I think.
Yes, the electron is represented.
And in the future, I think we can our
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you again.
you, Rauf Bey, and I apologize for my misinformation about your fluent English. So thank you for, and I'm grateful that you saved me for the additional efforts. Thank you, Nizam Mansouri, for your speech, and thank you for your interview. And now I want to invite our guests to the coffee break, and we will start the next session on 10:45 Baku time.
Bir, bir, bir, bir. Bir, bir, bir, bir. Bir, bir. Bir. Test, test, test, test, test, test. Bir. Bir. Bir. Bir. Ses. Bir. Ses, ses. Bir. Bir. Bir. Test, test, test, test. Abi yanmıyor bak bu. Test, test, test, test, test, test, test, test, test, test, test, test, test, test, test, test, test. Mikrofondan ses çıxmır axı. Test, test, test, test. Gəlir. Test, test, test, test, test, test, test, test.
Hello, everyone. Good morning and welcome to the second session of the presentation of Horizon project. Now we will start with the presentation of related projects funded by Horizon 2020 program. And I would like to invite Mr. Pantelis Kanelopoulos from Institute of Communication and Computer Systems to give an overview of the IRIS Horizon 2020 project. Mr. Kanelopoulos, you are welcome.
Hello. Good morning. Thank you very much for the invitation. Hope you can hear me. So I'm gonna start sharing my screen. I'm going to present the IRIS project. Just please let me know if you can see my screen. Okay. Can you see my screen? It's okay?
Yes, we can see. You can start.
Okay. Thank you very much. Good morning from my side. My name is Pantelis Kanelopoulos from ICCS, and I'm going to talk to you about the IRIS project. Our project is consisted of 19 partners, where 6 of them are public organizations, 3 SMEs, 4 large ICT industries, and 6 research institutions and universities. Here we have some information about the website. Here you can see the link for the website and the social media. Before starting describing about the offer of the project and what is the project about, I would like to start with the motivation, why we did this project, we were working about for this project. As existing and emerging smart cities continue to expand their IoT and AI-enabled platforms, novel and complex dimensions to the threat intelligence landscape are introduced. These are linked with identifying, responding, and sharing data related to attack vectors based on emerging IoT and AI technologies, whose architecture and behavior are not currently well understood by security practitioners such as CRTs and CSIRTs. This lack of experience, as well as of tools for detecting and reporting IoT and AI attack vectors, is further aggravated by potentially greater safety risks caused by such attacks. Now, about the IRIS project, as I said, the motivation why we wanted to start this project. IRIS aims to deliver a framework that will support European CERT and CSIRT networks detecting, sharing, responding, and recovering from cybersecurity threats and vulnerabilities of IoT and AI-driven ICT systems in order to minimize the impact of cybersecurity and privacy risks. The project platform, the IRIS platform, will be made available free of charge, of course, to the European national CERT and CSIRTs by the end of the project. In this slide, you can see a short time plan of our project. IRIS started in September 2021. During 2022, the core technologies of the project starting the development, and during the upcoming year 2023 the virus validation will begin. The project will end in August 2024. Here this figure depicts the methodology of the project, which includes the end users requirements, analysis and design, the definition of use case scenarios, the implementation, the evaluation, the integration, the pilot's validation, and the testing of the platform. The objectives of the project is to identify the user, technical and business requirements, and design the architecture of an AI threat reporting and incident response system to support the operation of CERTs and SIRTs towards minimizing the impact caused by cybersecurity and privacy risks in IoT platforms and AI provisions. Other objective is to analyze the relevant ethics principles and legal framework on privacy concerns, as well as to understand relevant stakeholders' behavior to identify the main legal, ethics, and social enablers for the IRIS solution. Also to develop a collaborative threat intelligence and information sharing toolkit that allows ICT stakeholders and the European CERTs to create and seamlessly share context-rich information about cyber threats targeting IoT and AI-driven ICT systems. More objectives of the project is to design and implement an automated threat analytics framework capable of detecting and responding to cyber threats targeting IoT and AI-driven ICT systems while exhibiting advanced recovery capabilities. Also, a virtual cyber range platform for training cybersecurity professionals to fight against adversarial AI and machine learning attack. a data protection and accountability module to establish trust and enable the protection of data necessary for the successful operation of IoT and AI-enabled ICT systems. More objectives is to demonstrate and validate the integrated IRIS platform across 3 realistic pilot demonstration in 3 smart cities. And lastly, is to ensure wide communication and scientific dissemination of the IRIS results to the research, the academic and CERT community, efficient exploitation and business planning of the IRIS concepts and solutions to the market. Also, the contribution of specific project results to relevant standardization bodies. A few words about the IRIS architecture, starting with the box on the center of the screen. It is about the module of the collaborative threat intelligence that introduces analytic orchestration for supervising coordination between incident response and recovery. Which includes an open threat intelligence interface for disseminating taxonomies of IoT and AI threats. Also, an intuitive threat intelligence companion that serves as a key human-in-the-loop interface for collaborative incident response and threat intelligence sharing between CRTs at both the municipal and the national level. Looking on the left box on the screen, it is another module, the automated threat analytics module that extends existing intrusion detection tools with a novel threat detection engine for identifying specific IoT and AI attack vectors, and includes digital twin honeypots for collecting attack telemetry against end user system reliant on these technologies. Lastly, the box that is on the right side of the screen is the virtual cyber range for collaborative CERT training exercise based on real-world environment platforms, providing representative adversarial IoT and AI threat intelligence scenarios and hands-on experience. A few words about the pilots, the IRIS pilots. The first one is the first pilot site is in Barcelona, where in Spain, where the use case is about securing the smart cities IoT and control systems against confidentiality and integrity breaches. The second pilot is in Tallinn, Estonia, where the use case is about securing AI-enabled infrastructure of autonomous transport systems in a smart city. The third pilot is conducted in Helsinki, Finland, and Tallinn of Estonia, where the use case is about the effective incident response and threat intelligence collaboration for critical cross-border smart grid threats. After providing a few information about the project, I would like you to invite you to join the IRIS stakeholder communities. This community is addressed to CERT professionals, CISOs, cybersecurity managers, and other cybersecurity professionals, and cybersecurity service providers. If you would like to join this community and why we are invite you to join this community, we're going to provide insights into challenges and solutions on how to share threat information, how to conduct effective threat response, how to improve threat response to reporting to CRTs. Moreover, through this community, we will share with
Mr.
you. Yes,
I'm sorry
you
to
hear me?
interrupt you. Could you please
Yes.
check if you can change the slides of your presentation?
Yes, it shows here that the presentation, the slides are changing. I don't know, can you see that?
We can see only the first slide.
Only the first slide.
Please check. Thank you.
Yes. So in my screen seems that all slides are changing. I don't know what is happening. Sorry for that. So you haven't seen the previous slide at all. Yeah. Can you see my screen now? The slides are changing?
Yes.
Now it's okay. Now we can see the next slide. Thank you very much.
So from which slide? You haven't seen my slides at all? So
Yes.
okay. I was in that slide. I was talking about the IRIS stakeholder community. And I was invite you to join this community